She is the one, the only, the impactful Yetunde Bankole Bernard, Executive Director of Flint Glow Holdings and CEO of YBB Company. Make that applause resounding. Woman, see your eyes. She be force of nature. Good afternoon, ladies and the gentlemen in the room. Thank you so much for this honor and privilege to be here today. I want to thank the convener of this program and the founder of the Business Women Hub, Imelda Usoro Olaoye. Thank you very much. I want to thank the last speaker for you didn't have to do that, but thank you for the honor. I honor you, ma'am. So today, I'm going to try and keep it sharp and straight to the point. I see many of you here. I know that, I had a tagline, and I realized that it's for us today, just looking at you. And the tagline is releasing the hero, building power. Releasing. I am soft. I grew up, in secondary school, walking into the house asking, what am I going to eat? So I didn't really have those women, this, women, that issues. Also, I didn't have the men as come issues because as far as I was concerned, men were allies. My brothers taught me everything. So getting into the real world, getting married, having, waiting for, by the way, I waited, 2.5 odd years. And for me, it was as if I had waited for 15 years. You know why? I remember walking into a family event. And it was, maybe a naming ceremony of somebody. And this auntie had called me to the side and said, I've been praying for you. And I was wondering, what are you praying? She just said, this time next year, by God's grace. And I was wondering, what is the problem? But guess what happened? In quick succession, in 2 weeks, every auntie I met, every pastor in church was laying hands, was telling me, don't worry, in Yoruba, tieno adeo, this and this and that. And so I knew there was a problem. Releasing the hero, building power. And for a long time, I had to tell my husband, I said, see, I'm not following you for any family function again. I'm not going anywhere because I don't know what's happening. And you know what happened? One day, by the time I was pregnant, but I was so tiny. I mean, look at me. I was so tiny. And I had gone to church, and this pastor had come to me and the same script. But guess what? It felt different. You know why? I knew something they didn't know. I knew something they didn't know. Now, coming back to you, in your life, where you are today, there's so many things that you carry. And because of these things that you carry, you are not like the average person. And so sometimes they say some things, it sounds good, but doesn't really apply to you. You're struggling with a lot. And only you understand. But I want to speak to you today about releasing the hero so that you can build power. What does that mean? It means the part of you that takes on everything. The part of you that worries about everything. The part of you that is anxious about everything. The part of you that feels like they don't understand. They don't know. I'm going through this. I'm going through that, whether it's in your business, it's in your life as a woman, or whoever you are. And tell you that hero mentality is going to drown you. What does that mean? It means that despite what is happening around you, that you be your own anchor. That whatever they are saying, whatever you see, that you sit with yourself at the end of the day and say, well done. At least today, this did not happen. That may have happened, but it could have been worse. That you be your own anchor. Release the hero in you that wants to please, wants to be right, wants to be true, wants to be perfect, wants to be everything that they want you to be. and build your inner power. 4 things I'm going to be sharing. Number 1, specialization. Taking it back to balance, to scale, and all of these things, women and all of that. Let's center ourselves. Specialization. Each of us, we have been gifted differently. The way that I speak is different from the way Imelda speaks. Is different from the way Patricia thinks. You have been gifted differently. I always say that your life's journey was prepared even before you knew about it. And so every hesitation, every doubt that you have to center it in the fact that you are not here by accident. You are not here by chance. Things do not happen to you. They happen for you. And so no matter where you are on your life's journey, no matter where you are, things that look like, how did I get here? Why did this happen? That you can transform all of that to your advantage. Why? You are gifted differently. I'm talking specialization. And so what is unique about being you? Why does it matter in the world? What are the things that challenge you? What are the things that stress you? What are the things that excite you? What are the things that you passion, I look at it in different ways. I think that we always look at passion as a good thing. Whether it's good or whether it's bad. What are the things that evoke emotion from you? Know that you are gifted differently and give yourself to that. What does it mean? That you ask yourself daily, why did I react like that? What about that thing? Why did it, make me so excited? Why did it annoy me? There is your gifting. There is your skill. There is your ability. There is your talent. Specialization. So what you are doing today, are you doing it because they say it is working? Are you doing it because they say it is in? Are you doing it because, well, this is what they are doing right now? Have you sat with yourself and looked at your life's journey and said, what have I learned along the way? What are the gems I am willing to gift and share to the world? Because I am here for a reason. I am gifted differently. I'm talking specialization. I wrote something. I say that specialization is not limitation. Like, my background is in marketing, brands, and comms, right? And they talk about niche market. Niching, don't think of it as a limitation. Think of it as amplification. What does it mean? Have you ever seen when water is dropping? A drop of water, maybe like in a sink. You know how maybe a tap doesn't close well and it's just dropping? Do you know what will happen over time? You know that place is going to begin to crack. Do you know that? It's going to begin to crack. It's consistency, right? It's just a drop of water, but it's consistency. Specialization is not limitation. It is amplification. What do you do? How? Why? What difference does it make? When you are clear, it becomes easy to choose you. It becomes easy. See, there may be 1,000,000 people doing a particular thing, but the only spin that you can put on it is yours. Your difference, your story, your reason, your why. Let me give you a quick example. I remember years ago, when I was working in brands and marketing, I was working on so many brands, and at the time, I was wondering, why are they always choosing me for these problematic brands that have problematic customers and clients that are always screaming and shouting? Why? I had to sit with myself. What is this about you? And then I realized that I was just that person that knew what to say and how to say it. And I said, okay, so I started checking. Next time there was a problem on another, we called them activations. I was like, okay, let me see if they'll drop me here. True to type. And so I started to realize what is unique about being you. Why you and not them? You have to be able to articulate that. And you know what that is called? It's called competitive advantage. Why should I choose you? Water is water is water. But why is one water called spring water? And suddenly it becomes more expensive. And suddenly we are no longer asking questions. Is it not water? No, it's spring water. Because you chose to say it is spring water. And then you explained it to me. It comes from here and that. And these are the advantages to you. What did he do? Specialization. Right? So number 1, specialization. Number 2, delegation. Now, I think that it was Stella that touched briefly on it. But I'm going to give you a spin on on delegation. Delegation is really about transferring clarity, not tasks. Delegation is about transferring clarity, not tasks. It means that how clear are you in replicating yourself? Now, for people like me, and I say it without guile. It's very difficult to get people to do what it is that I want, because I'm like a ruler. It's this way. And then, brands, marketing people, we are the worst. Before you bring it, we are like, how about this, how about that? But then I realized that some of us, it's not that we're busy because we're needed. We're busy because we haven't built trust beyond ourselves. We're busy because we haven't built, if you look away, everything is going to scatter. If you stop doing this, they are not going to understand. So how are you able to break down these things into processes? And then when you are delegating, make sure that they understand exactly what it is that you want them to do. And then if they don't understand, do it and show them. Like this, like that. It can get very frustrating, trust me. But you will get there. Delegating. You have to build trust outside of yourself. Remember, where did we start from? Releasing the hero, building power. So number 1, specialization. Number 2, delegation. Number 3, outcomes. Focus on outcomes. There's a question that I always give to people that I work with one-on-one when I work with business owners, business founders on crafting their identity or working with their teams. Every time they're complaining about something, every time they're at the point of decision, I always ask them, see, you don't have to give yourself to everything. What do I mean? You don't have to engage in every battle. You don't have to change and shift with every market trend. That you have to ask yourself the question, what is at stake? If I do it, what will happen? If I don't do it, what will happen? It's just like people that say things like, well, visibility, this visibility thing, I can't do it. Well, I don't have the time. That's great. If it does nothing for your business, then it doesn't matter. But if you know that within the next so and so, if I don't do this, what is at stake? That in your conversations, in your decision making, focus on the outcomes. What does that mean? Ask yourself, if I fire this person, what is going to happen? If I keep this, what is going to happen? If I stay here, if I don't stay here, focus on outcomes. Movement is not always progress. So it's not that we're doing activities. It's not, that doesn't mean that, and I always tell people that speed doesn't mean that you are growing. It's not tangible. We can just be doing multiple things. We can be seeing people everywhere. So saying this and saying that, but there's a bottom line, right? In 2017, we started, my husband started Finch Flow Travels. It was a travel company then. And he was in the bank, and he had left the bank after about 8 years. And at that time, it was a peak. Like, he was managing 2 branches. And we had just had a baby, I think, that was when did I have her? 2000, oh my God, 2006. Yes, she's 20 this year. So yes, 2006. And, it was a wrong time as far as people were concerned. You're a manager in a bank. Why are you leaving now? But he said, this travel thing is something that we've always done. Like, it was in his family and he'd always been interested in it. I said, you know what? Let me live at my peak now, when I still know people, when I can still run, when I can still, network and all of that. And so we started that business. And by 2017, the business had grown to like 5 different businesses. So we had specialized. And at the time, he just said to me, he said, madam, you are doing all of this, your branding, all of this. I think you should come fully into the business. I'm talking about outcomes, movement, growth, speed. And at the time, I had just built my brand was just getting online. I had just started getting active. I thought, this thing is a waste of time now. It's going to slow me down. But then I spoke to a friend, and I would never forget. And that person said to me, you see, as you are seeing this thing now, you can see it's growing. Not many men will invite you into their business. At this time, this is the best time, when it's not a big entity like that. Go in now. And I took that advice. And so, of course, now I'm Group Executive Director. We have 6 different companies now. We have over 300 staff. We are in multiple locations in the country. Work looks different to me now. And so even when I'm speaking to business founders and business owners and I'm working with people, my experience looks different because I chose to pause at a particular time and do something else. It looked at the time like, madam, you're running, you're speed. But I asked myself the question, what is at stake? And because of what was at stake in that moment, I made that decision. Today, I'm grateful that that decision was made. What is at stake? The final thing, self-trust. Self-trust, a lot of us, there are two things that self-trust, when I teach self-trust, two things: indecision and validation. A lot of us are still chasing many things because we are not sure where we should be. And it's not very easy to be sure. So I always say, start where you are. Whatever it looks like, at least start, right? And as you go along, the second thing happens, validation. You start asking, you start seeking. Should I not? Will they not? Am I, let's join this. Peer pressure, all of these things. And I say today that you actually don't need more information. What have you done with what you have? You don't need more information. You need to trust yourself more. You need to... what you already know, what have you done with it? How has it expanded? How has it grown? I'm going to end with this quote. Years ago, when I was starting off my own personal brand journey, I sat with myself and I said, what are the things that if they wake you up now, you know without a doubt, you've got this? And I wrote them down. I also wrote, what do you know in this world? What do you know anything about? And I wrote it down. And I said to myself, you see, the things that I can do and the things that I know, I'm going to intertwine them. They match, they don't match. What do I mean? This day, I always tell this story. I'd worked with she had been maybe 35 years in oil and gas, and she was transiting. So she had retired, and she said, I want to start this HR firm, but HR is HR. Like, I don't know that I will succeed. And so when we stayed together, I said, what do you know? What are you passionate about? And she put those things side to side. Guess what? One of the things that we realized that she knows, she can speak French. And I said, you know what? Let's create a product. French 101 for expatriates. And it's in her HR program. Guess what? That's a competitive advantage. Everybody can be doing HR, but something that is in her life about what she knows, that is unique about being her, that she thinks that it doesn't mean anything, that she is just, I know how to cook. How does that translate into what you do? I say to you today that first off, accept yourself. Accept your journey. It can look different from everybody else's own, but it's yours. Own it. Walk your path. Know that that is your differentiator and that is useful in the world. And so I'm going to ask you to repeat after me these words that I said. I wrote it down when I was starting my journey. So when I say one line, you say it after me. But when you say it, I want you to think about it. Are we ready? Are we ready? I accept myself. I believe in me. There's no doubt why I'm here. I have come to know what my essence shows. And in being me, I am free. Thank you, ladies.